What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys smash the like button. It goes a long way when you guys throw a like on the video. Appreciate it. So others can find the content. Somehow, some way you found the content. Help others find the content by leaving a comment and hitting a like. These simple gestures can ensure that happens. Now, I had to make this video, and it pains me that I have to do it. Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez, you guys see on screen, the swipe, the slap, the push, the mush, all that made for a great buildup in the world of boxing. Now, there's a lot of people like the Canelo Radical ManFans that are hating on Caleb Plant, and I had to make this particular video to really talk about what I've seen in the world of boxing. Now, for starters, Caleb Plant, you see him in the face-off, and I attribute this behavior to fear from the Canelo fans, because Canelo fans are saying that Caleb Plant looks in horrible shape and he was fat and looked pregnant, and that's simply not true. So anytime people have to lie and exaggerate to this level, look, there's Caleb Plant and you have fans saying that he looked obese and things like that. And ironically enough, most of what I've seen is like Canelo ManFans, and they're saying this, and Caleb Plant's in better shape than the people who are saying it. So it's just, we're getting to a crazy space in the internet digital age where people will attempt to roast for certain reasons, like saying Caleb Plant is out of shape, and then they're not in shape, and they have horrible bodies, and they got beer bellies built like Homer Simpson. It's just, it's super crazy that people like, and I'm talking about going out of their way to hate, not just like little simple critiques like, oh, he can tighten up. It's just like outright hating. It's like J. Cole said. He said something, the game is so true. If you broke and clowning a millionaire, the joke is on you. If you broke and clowning a millionaire, the joke is on you, right? That's what you see on the internet. You have people who are broke, but they clowning millionaires. And it's just like, it doesn't even make sense. Not saying that a millionaire is infallible, but if you're broke and you don't got your money together and you trying to roast celebrities and stuff like that, how far do you really want to go with that? Now, I'm all for a good buildup and the tensions and tempers flaring and stuff like that, but it looks like a weird level of insecurity from some of the Canelo fans that I've seen. Some people saying Caleb Plant didn't slap him when there's physical proof, like this picture, that he actually did get slapped. Now, it's like trying to make Canelo look like he's invincible. He got slapped. He had quick reaction time, which is what I said, and he responded well. But to go out of your way and just make it look like it, something that occurred didn't occur is crazy to me. And it's like some of the Canelo fans have almost a weird obsession and man crush or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what you would even liken this to. But it's no matter what Caleb Plant does, he has become public enemy number one. From going to Hayward and being in Virgil Hunter, Andre Ward's gym, as you guys see, that was wrong. There, you seen like this uproar, like why is Caleb Plant with Andre Ward? And then people turn their sights on a retired Andre Ward and said Canelo will beat both of them. Now they saying Caleb Plant is out of shape and he fat. And I hate that I even have to make note of this, but I have to for the sake of continuity and clarity on my channel, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who they have jobs and kids and various things like that, so they don't have all the time in the world to sift through information. So as a result, what some people will do is turn to the Instagrams, the YouTubes, and things like that, and they'll try to piece it all up and piece it together to see what's what and what's really true. And I've seen people like, you see Caleb Plant, he's already in shape. He has plenty of time to get in even doper and bigger shape. But the Canelo ManFans have such a crush on Canelo, or whatever we're going to refer to this as. They're doing bad photoshops of Caleb Plant. Like, look, somebody sent me this, and this is why I have to make videos like this, because I always made an oath to the fans that I would use my channel for good and for the purpose of clarity, to get my thoughts out and make sure boxing was well informed. And I've done that successfully for a decade plus in the boxing game. But this is just poor. This is poor form. Like, Canelo ManFans are that insecure that they're making photoshops of Caleb Plant with an obvious, like, manipulated, doctored up photo where it looked like he has Quado from Total Recall. Get to the reactor, Queen. Open your mind. And it looks like he's in his third trimester. From an obvious, as you guys see, I included the real photo where you could still see a six-pack. But the Canelo fans are so desperate that they're doctoring up photos to make it look like Caleb Plant has no chance and that he's out of shape. And to me, I think Caleb Plant is doing a heck of a job getting in the mind of Canelo, and this has to be fear, because only fear would drive you. If Caleb Plant truly looked out of shape and he truly looked like he was mentally not ready for Canelo, or as the Canelo ManFans say, they say Caleb Plant has no shot. He has no shot. So then you wouldn't need insecure Canelo fans to doctor photos and make bad photoshops to make it look like he's out of shape if you really felt he was out of shape. Does that make sense to you? So to me, I think what Caleb Plant is doing is brilliant, because yes, Canelo is a great fighter. He's a skilled fighter. He's a talented fighter. But there has to be some level of fear in real Canelo fans' mind for them to go above and beyond and do this. Because if something just was the case, then you wouldn't have to go above and beyond. If he really looked and he looked like he was in crazy or horrible shape, then you don't really have to do a bunch of extra. You would just say, oh, he's in bad shape. If you really thought he had no chance against Canelo, then you wouldn't have to overemphasize that point, right? He's seen that, look, he's slapping Canelo. Nobody has approached Canelo. Look, does he look out of shape right there? I slowed it down for you. So all the bad photoshops, all the lies, all this stuff, just let's let it be a good fight. Organically, whatever, may the best man win. But it's bad when you got people who are so desperate to try to shame one of the fighters because they got a boy crush on the other fighter, to the point where they're going out of their way to make the person look bad. Like this, to me, this is corny. That's not even boxing. I don't care who you going for. It's just a lot of bad information and misinformation. And like I said, the reason I got to do this video is because at the end of the day, some people are thinking some of these things are true. They're not going to do the research on this internet. That's why channels like mine exist, because you need to have somebody who's going to tell the full truth and the whole story. People saying Canelo is in great shape and didn't get slapped and Caleb Plant's in bad shape. Most of the people saying Caleb Plant is in horrible shape don't look like this, what you see on the screen. Most of the people, they don't look like that. You can see a six-pack. I don't know the other picture, the first picture, this, I don't know if it's an angle, but you know, Canelo fans saying he looked pregnant and doctoring up photos. It's just, it's wild corny to me. And like I said, some people are seeing these things and like, oh man, Caleb Plant, he is fat. But to me, these are all symptoms of fear in the Canelo fan base, because again, if you thought Caleb Plant sucked and all this stuff that people are saying in the comment section, then you would just let him get scraped. You wouldn't have to save face for Canelo. Canelo got slapped. You know, Caleb Plant's in the shape he's in. He's still got plenty of time before the actual fight. You wouldn't have to do all these extras if you really believe what you were saying. So I think Caleb got under his skin because he drew first blood by pushing him. And I'm going to break that down, the MFer thing. Canelo is, a lot of people, I've told you this, I think Canelo's a diva, and what he did was very hypocritical, and I can break that down scientifically in another video. So the videos I make is not for the squeamish. It's not for the weak at heart. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about some real things, and at the end of the day, we'll see what it is and what it ain't. But it's just like a lot of extras going on in boxing, like this picture you see. If Caleb Plant was this weak, then you wouldn't have to do all this other extra stuff to try to shame him. So I can't wait for this fight. The fight is definitely sold. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be back with the hot content. Subscribe, like the video. I'm out. And Instagram at Boxingego1. Yeah. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.